locally owned business severely damaged, forced to close. The owner putting the blame on the neighbor, a huge national chain, one of the most popular quick eateries out there.
It's a David and Goliath struggle.
The damage to the business extensive, and the court battle now proving to be more challenging than anyone expected.
And it turned out to be a very, very difficult experience for the next 3 years.
Yeah, for 3 years, a local business owner has been working to resolve an ongoing case with Panera Bread.
But as you'll see, taking on a national chain such as Panera can be a daunting task. Our consumer investigator Hank Winchester takes you inside the case.
This is a copy of the lawsuit first filed back in 2014. Just what is taking so long? Those close to the case say they know exactly why it stalled. These photos reveal the extensive problems: mold, water damage, a business forced to operate under challenging circumstances.
Several hundred feet of our showroom that would literally be a swamp. You would step into our carpet and your feet would get wet.
Greg Yatuma is the owner of the Mattress Closeout Center. This is his successful location in Bloomfield Hills, but his once thriving location here in Rochester now shuttered, closed down. And Yatuma puts the blame on the neighboring business, Panera Bread.
It was an excellent spot. We got excellent foot traffic. The people of Rochester were very, very good to us.
But Yatuma says that all changed after a big issue inside Panera: a faulty water heater leaking into the Mattress Closeout Center. The damage done over time, severe. Trying to get the issue resolved, frustrating to say the least.
I thought they were going to remediate the situation, and I thought they were going to compensate me for my clear lost business. However, it was anything but that happened.
The damage done taking a toll on the business, but also affecting the family.
It's just a sad realization that you have to come to when you have an experience like this, and you realize that they're not looking out for the small guy next door.
Yatuma says repairs were made that stopped the leak on the Panera side of the wall, but the problems continued to pour in next door. After talks with corporate broke down, the next step was legal action.
We see it in the system all the time, and that's when you have a small business which doesn't have the same resources as a large business, a large company, and it's a war of attrition.
Gavin Fleming is the attorney representing Yatuma.
We have a situation where we are having to fight as hard as we possibly can, stretch our dollars as far as they'll possibly stretch in order to obtain some semblance of justice.
And what may be most surprising is we're not talking about a battle over millions of dollars. Instead, around 65 grand. On top of that, Fleming says an expert brought in by Panera already delivered a bombshell.
They've admitted that they caused the water leak that caused the damage. The question that they're arguing over is how much do they have to pay?
I reached out to Panera. A spokesperson would only say, "Thanks for reaching out to us, but as a matter of policy, we don't comment on legal matters." Back at the strip mall where the mattress outlet once thrived, Panera still operating, still doing big business. Meantime, Yatuma says he's dealt with incredible loss. Loss not only of a once booming location, but more importantly, loss of time and energy trying to put this battle behind him.
You go on their website, they tell you they're more than just a restaurant. They're a member of each and every community they serve. However, I don't want them in my community anymore. I mean, they're an awful, awful neighbor.
A settlement, still a possibility, but if that does not happen, this case is going to trial, and quickly. In fact, it's expected to get underway here in downtown Detroit next week. I'm Hank Winchester. Help me, Hank.
It really is a David and Goliath situation.
Classic, really. Yep. Here's a look at what